For sure, it's like in the studio they showed you, it's not only about, working in the music and recording, but also doing the small maintenance to keep the studio running. Because I went into the studio and had to unclog the toilet twice and all that stuff, dude. Because so it's small stuff you gotta do.
That goes into taking care of the studio. That's all those things.
That's what it is. For a lot of audio engineers, that when they think they're like, oh, I'm just sit down in the studio and record. That's all I'm gonna do. Well, there's stuff too. You gotta keep maintenance. Like clean all these microphones. You gotta, if you, like for sure, dude. How they were teaching us all these techniques to wrap cables and all that stuff. So back in the days,
that's pretty much for the most part we learned in school.
Yeah, so back in the days, I was just used to wrap them like a rope or just whatever, But throughout the times, if you keep doing that, the cable just starts having some twine to it, and it just, you can't.
It just messes up. It messes
up over the time. You can't even get it, to go back to normal. You can't even. Whatever, so they teach you how to wrap the cables like with a loop and then like under the loop, over the loop, and then when you start doing that, I'm talking to people, I'm like, yeah, bro, it's like second nature to you, bro, and then like afterwards, like even when you're like setting up, bro, grab the cable and just boom, it undoes itself really easy. Like so like these small stuff technique, you take it from where you learned it from, and you use it in real life. But like you said, like how you were just saying, bro, like you learned most of your stuff out of the school, like the experience, for sure they taught you everything you need to know, but it's like the experience side of you bringing in the actual client you don't know, building that experience was something, it's different, for sure they were telling you, when we were in advanced recording class, and they were telling you bringing in artists, but you're like, who do I bring? No one wants to come in.
It was like, so I'll put it like this. So we kind of learned the perfect world ideal way of doing things, on how a studio should be ran and stuff like that. But everything is not perfect and ideal. So the reason why I took it upon myself to kind of learn things outside of school, because I was always, back when I was on social media, and that's another thing I'm gonna get into later, but I would always see people that I follow, some of them, this one guy who I know, he dropped out the 7th grade. He was a producer, dropped out the 7th grade, and so he was big time producer online and everything, and he was making some good money just producing online and everything. And he was, from what he was saying, he was making more than people who like went to college and stuff like that. And I was like, but I heard this happen with other people. And this other guy, he was online producer as well, and he didn't really, I don't know if he went to college or not, but he was making good money as well. I was like, wait a minute, something ain't adding up. I was like, how these guys didn't graduate college, they're making more money than people who have degrees and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm in college and we're making less than. I was like, something ain't adding up. So then I did more digging and studying. I was like, wow, I need to do more researching and studying, like learning this stuff on my own, because there's something else there. So then once I had that realization, that's when I started to study more about it, and then just really went in on how to deal with clients, how to get them and stuff like that. Because after I interned, I started working with people. Like, I didn't really know how to bring in people, how to approach them and stuff like that. But I had to learn real quick. Once people started coming in, I had to learn like the etiquette and how to make sure they're comfortable. Just how to just be a good business person. Because that's another thing people don't think about. Yes, you want to be good at your craft, be good at the music part of it, but you have to also think about, how am I going to do this for a living? How is the money going to come in and stuff like that? Because it's like, if you want to do this for a living or you want to make this as a hobby, it's a totally big difference between the two. So if you want to do this for a living as a business kind of thing, you got to look at, okay, how am I going to have income coming in and stuff like that? And so as I've been studying other people, I kind of learned more the business side of things. Because like I said, school, it taught me mostly the techniques, which is important, but there's a whole nother side that you have to learn as well. So that was like the huge thing that I learned outside of it. So.